Hello, everybody. Long
Hi.
time no speak. It's been a really nice couple of weeks off for Christmas and New Year and everything else, Jerma.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Bit
see,
stressful, but
yeah,
that's always the case with holidays, isn't it?
it is indeed. I mean, I see that you haven't obviously you're put on a lot of Christmas weight, especially with the weights behind you. You've been pumping iron and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it looks more impressive than it is, I'll tell you that. But the more important addition is actually the plant, so
Ah,
hopefully be breathing a bit easier.
yes, 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 yes. Okay, I see, I see. So instead of a humidifier, you just got a plant instead, basically.
Yeah, it's partially so that if anyone tells me to touch grass, it's right there.
It's right
So
there. It's already found. I actually like that. I might invest in one. Not my like I'll buy one of those ones that turns into a cactus and I'll end up stabbing my hand on a cactus. But no, we're back. It's myself, obviously Reaper Steve and Jammer. We're back from the dead, so to speak. Jammer has the camera. I don't. The reason being is because I'm in the middle of trying to move out of the house, and every time a house comes up and I want to go in and buy for it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pack some stuff away, and then the house falls through, and I'm just like, I can't be asked to get it out of the box anymore, so I'm just not going to go with the camera. So for me, for at least anyway, for a little bit, I am going to be camera less, but eventually we'll just get the camera out until a house comes up. So at the moment, I'm still sat in my bedroom basically, like I have been for like the last 4 years doing this, which is fantastic for me personally. Jama, on the other hand, however, has got his own house. He's looking for a car now and everything.
yeah, for now we might be moving out. Who knows? But
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's good to see things looking up. Looking for houses. Life is moving on. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, for Jama specifically, that was not for me. Every time I've gone for a house, it's fallen through the last minute. So like Jama's just really happy with his life. Me, on the other hand, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not going to bother moving out. I'm just going to stay with my parents for the next like 10, 15 years until I'm like 50 years of age, and I take the house off them anyway. But yeah, eventually we'll hopefully actually get my own place again, which would be nice. Otherwise, though, I mean, we're here to talk about Counter Strike. We knew it,
Yes.
just having our usual catch up kind of thing, and then all of a sudden, production of the year going. By the way, boys, you are actually here to watch Counter Strike 2, not just like have a chat on camera for 40 minutes. We're going to be watching She versus Artists. We would have had another game at 7 p.m., but that game fell through. I think they're rescheduling potentially, so we might still get that game, but just not today, maybe next week or whenever they get a chance to schedule it together. But yeah, Team She versus Artists, even, which should be entertaining. You've got YTP on Artists, someone we both know, we're quite familiar with. A couple of new names here and there though. Speedy RB, Kenzie on Team She, Jordan Sheriff, Bethan, and Ben. Yeah, Ben. So there's a couple of new players on Team She that I'm not super familiar with myself. You, on the other hand, you're back playing CS, you're doing the SCA and all that kind of stuff. So you probably have seen a few of these players while you've been mixing it up in the leagues.
I'll be honest, we have been taking it so chill. We've not had one practice yet, and we've somehow
Really
got 2 wins or something. But yeah,
nice.
but yeah, no, I think I might be wrong, but is Ben Ren Bobertson from last season or something? Maybe
Maybe
I
with a
don't know.
name
I'm just kind of
change.
floating the idea. Maybe he can kind of convert the soul of Ren Bobertson into Ben. Who knows? But yeah, on the side of the artist, there's quite a few familiar names for me.
Yeah, yeah,
We all know YTB, Imoru,
yeah.
Kryveng, at least you should do in the UK scene. She is a little bit more of an underdog for me. I recognize like vaguely some of these names,
Mm.
but I think it will be an interesting matchup. I do kind of have the artists being the favorites though.
Yeah. We don't know. Well, we normally go either side of the coin, but I'm kind of agreeing with you. Like, I do see that as a bit more of a dominant team as far as what we know from our experience. That doesn't mean, of course, that Team She haven't got a chance. Team She have always got a chance. We all know what CS is like. And what happens in the server that matters, not what happens when me and Jammer are talking and interrupting your gameplay and all that kind of stuff. I think we should probably take a look at the league standings as they currently are. There was no stream last week, from my understanding, because I wasn't available and there was Jammer, so we kind of skip a week. But this is kind of where things currently stand as far as the group positions are concerned. Pirates at the top of Group A. Not we've not seen that before, so I mean that seems pretty normal. We've always had Cardiff Pirates quite high up on that. In Group B, Robins and Goats leading at 3 points each, and then Wolfhounds sat at the bottom of 0 for the moment. I think we're ready to jump straight into gameplay, Drama, so we should probably let the gameplay play itself out.
This is the wildest CT side round pistol I've ever seen, but
Go
it's a
push.
complete reversal, and it's going to be the easiest bomb plant of their lives for I think that's she. But the artist straight in there, YTP opening things up, gonna continue to push through, gets a second kill, and it's just gonna be a collapse from the T side. No real form of defense, but the two players left at the back of the site, not advantageous fights, and not even gonna get a kill. So they get the free bomb plant, but as a consequence of kind of a lackluster post plant positioning, they won't really be able to get much out of it.
I think the thing with this is like, yeah, it's an easy plant for the T's, right? They get the site for free. They have no contact on push. They didn't really have to use much utility. There was a couple of upgraded pistols in the mix, but realistically speaking, they have a lot of cash now to bring into this round based on the bomb plan. But it's very difficult to hold that site, especially when you've got four, CTs kind of barreling at you that know their entire route straight to you is completely clear, right? Like they can push you all the way through, and they can really take on 1v2 fights, 1v3 fights like that, and recover the site quite quickly. CTs do go one up, but of course we're into the second round. I see two Negevs.
Yeah, that's an unusual one for me again, but it seems like we're getting some
One Negev.
unorthodox gameplay from She. Tryben going very quickly and taking 3 heads. Good start for him, but pushing out into the Negev with the nade in your hand is not advisable, and so he will lose his life.
This is wild to me. Again, Aldrix takes out the last Negev, and it's down to a Galil in the hands of Vexel, looking for anything here. 1v4. Oh. Gets the initial shots off, but that just gives the position away. That is the best molly I've ever seen in my entire life there, but YTP will finish the round out. I say it's the best molly I've ever seen because it was a perfect distraction to give YTP the chance to be able to get that flank.
Absolutely.
That's what we're going to call it, right?
I don't know if stream could see it, but the trash talking has started straight away.
Yeah.
Like there's just unrelenting aggression from the artists.
Have you seen much of it in the SEA Open by any chance?
I'll be honest. My playstyle as a caller is like intentionally frustrating. Like I don't necessarily have a full team of level 10s or anything, so as just a group of friends just chilling, having a good time, we like to frustrate the hell out of our own opponents. So yeah, that's where the mind games comes through. But it's going to be a pistol round, should be fairly quick here for the artist to clean up. And I think the kind of narrative that we've been talking about is if she can force some respect out of the artists, because they are really not giving any respect whatsoever, just purely because she haven't earned any respect at this stage.
Yeah. Oh, that Glock on burst is not a good one. Struggling with the Glock. I'll be real with you, I am also as well, though. My own games is CS2. Not really enjoying pistol rounds myself personally. So hopefully we should see a bit of a potentially better. Never mind, actually, I've just seen the buy from Tees. 2 ops, Negev, and 2 AKs. This is
one glass cannon.
A really yeah, exactly. Ben with a glass cannon. I mean, you make it work, and it's a good round. You're a hero to your team.
Honestly, with the aggression that artists are showing right now, it could definitely catch them off guard, and this is a good opportunity for She to punish. But okay, 1-for-1 trade, that's workable, and that will tend to favor the T side, although it doesn't really seem like they have a necessarily kind of strong
strat.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. I kind of just wanted to, but yeah, it just seems like they're kind of chilling for now.
It's fine, Jam.
Waiting for the aggressions.
I got you. It's all good. Yeah, I don't really know where. I don't know where this is going. I mean, like it could be an execute, or it would have been an execute. But I think Vexel going down there kind of changes the subject there massively. Kenzie goes down as well, but Bethan will pick up Amuro with the Negev. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the strat was there. Like an execute at 1 minute might have potentially be on the cards, but I think if you're pushing into site where you know that you've got at least 3 M4s, 4 M4s, right? Like a full buy, it's difficult. Ben, however, glass cannon, it's actually coming through, Jammer.
Oh, I think he spotted him as well.
Yeah, he did.
We might have a round on our hands here, Eva. So it's going to be the quick rotate from Ultrix, and I think the mind games are being attempted, but just realizing with how much time there is on the clock, Ben is going to have to commit towards this B site. Ultrix should be aware of this, but it's just a matter of how noisy Ben wants to be and if he'll be able to hit the shots required.
10 seconds left. He's going to have to start making movement and he's going to have to start making noise. It's going to give Ultrix a little bit more of a definition as far as his location. There goes the tap.
Okay,
Ultrix
well, he
has the
didn't
gun
quite lock in the plant in time and
Yeah.
dies after time. That's unfortunate. Could have been around there. Didn't quite work out again. And I like the idea of buying double orbs, but you really kind of need to be kind of sending them out to get those picks. You can't rely on the artist to over-aggress in that situation.
Yeah, I completely agree. You've really got to like, I mean, even the glass cannon orb, you've really got to put yourself in a position where you have no choice but to take a fight and just, get that first shot, initial damage to put out and kind of build on that momentum. There was no momentum built there. She more or less just sat back and waited for players to push into them, which did happen, don't get me wrong. But you waste so much time in doing that you don't really have much of an option as far as your later advances into that round. You're in a sticky situation with no real option of coming out of it.
Well, talking of sticky situations, there's about to be one unfolding towards Fountain. Jordan with the opener instantly traded, and the insta flank from YTP with the Deagle just being such a spanner in the works will take out two. And it does seem like this Fountain hold has fallen apart for the T side. There's one player left alive, and we saw a kind of spicy situation in the last round. We'll see if they can produce something that doesn't quite check the corner, but Doc is quick enough. Doesn't matter.
Sheesh. 5-0. I mean, like, I don't know if someone wants to let Bethan know that there are other guns in the game. You can pick something other than the gun.
Look, if this is the game style that they want to go for, who knows? They might be pulling the biggest hustle of all time, kind of like those chess hustlers. Just, what? I'm going to pull out the Negev like 7 rounds in a row just to lull you into a full sense of security, and that's when the real kind of gameplay comes out.
But I never thought I would ever be in a voice communication with someone who uses the terminology of a chess savant with a person that uses the game in CS, but I'm okay with it as well at the same time. Smoke disappears there, but there's not enough dispersion for that spot to come through.
Oh, that should be good enough. There we go. Back and forth trades in this round, and there's no big flank coming through, so there's again an opportunity for She, but Doc with the AWP is a real problem right now.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh no. YTP, Zeus? Don't do it to him. Don't do it. Oh, he's been spied out early. Will be taken down. 2 versus 2. Doc peeking in with the AWP. Jordan will use the smoke to buy some cover. Oh, the swing out as well. Okay. They have info. Rotating up towards A. Ultrix should be wary of this and will be able to get to the A site in time if he opts to do so.
I think they're gonna have to make noise all the way to site though, which should give Ultrix enough of an option enough an opportunity to get 1, potentially 2 out of it as well. No utility though, other than actually I say that and then I see the Molotov from that instead of the AWP. Not really a utility to push onto, but it'll give a bit more space and movement for Ultrix to make some sort of difference, and that's the difference that was needed.
Yep, nice clean up there from the artists, and I like to say, at least the She side, they're trying to mix things up. They're throwing in, the rotations, the fakes. They are getting good opportunities into the game, so it's just about trying to convert those late round situations.
They are creating space, and they're making use of that space. 2 rounds out of 6, 3 rounds out of 6 in theory, which is nice to see. But I think, I think you'll agree with me on this one. When you make that sort of space and you just show the commitment off the back of it, and 3 out of 6 isn't really showing a lot of commitment when you're trying to put the feelers into a team, especially a team like the artists who are just continuously dominating every flank. I mean, look at that there. Like, there's a flash that goes through, Moira's in a good position. He managed to get 3-piece out of it. Ultrix does drop, and wow.
Okay. That's a collateral and a half.
Yeah, I like that. I like that collat. I rate that quite highly. 2v2.
It's one for the highlight reel. And into this 2v2, we have Kenzie pushing up short. Okay, there's an opportunity. Not quite able to convert, which is unfortunate, but it's how the cookie crumbles. And finally, Bethan.
Hey, Kenzie plays like me. It's crazy to watch this. Like, I'd miss that as well every day of the week. Oh. Are they giving around?
I think the idea is to stress test the other teammates on the artists to some degree. But yeah, we'll see how this falls out. Who knows? If a Negev clutches this up, it would be the best play ever.
I really want it to clutch. I really do. I want this to happen.
Oh my god, no! The timing, YTP does get the angle. Bethan goes down, and it will be a 7th round in a row for the artists. Artists making it close by their own actions is interesting, but I'm all here for it. At least it's a bit more of an interesting game.
Can we refer back to the chat again? Like, artists are just constantly in chat. Like, every time something happens, you see that right at the very end. Ultrix like, we heard that. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I didn't guess that. You know, on a reel, do you guys play this game? Huh? No, we don't play.
Yeah,
it's fair enough.
I can't say I'm a huge fan of typing so much in chat personally. Like, for a lot of my players on my teams, we just never type anything unless it's like pausing or trying to sort out tech issues or anything like that. But yeah, each to their own, I guess.
Ultrix with the throwback to a classic CS clip there.
Mm-hmm.
He's trolling my team.
What are some of the other classic CS?
I was going to bring this up. You know Oni Pixel?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows Oni, let's be honest. Like that. If you play CS or know anything about CS and you know Oni. Have you seen the clip of him reviewing what's his name? Place for Arsenal got banned by Valve?
Shevchenko or something.
No, I can't remember his name now.
I can't remember his name.
Player from Arsenal got banned. Yes. Production just said it. I can't. What was it again?
Gabriel Jesus.
Gabriel Jesus. Okay, so he gets banned in CS, but then there's a clip of him basically saying to a guy in CS in voice comms like, "Why are you playing this game? Please stop playing this game." And it cracked me up that this professional footballer who's paid millions of pounds is just absolutely trash talking to someone on the internet while playing CS. And I have no idea why it cracked me. I was crying, laughing, and work.
It's a Brazil moment. Oh, Jordan with a triple actually. Okay, Cryveng 1 versus 4. Definitely think that it's in the wheelhouse, but pushing up like this does leave a window of opportunity on towards the A site. We'll see if... Okay, she is just completely sticking together. I rate it, honestly.
I like it. Take one of us, but there's 3 more left to do. Never mind.
5 bullets in the AWP, 1 missed, so only needs to connect with the rest to close out the round. Oh, it's another missed one, but the nade should clean it up. And there you go. 2 kills left to find.
Have you more clutch with an AWP? Could happen, mate.
See, 2 bullets for 2 shots, and there we go. It is finally a round for She. Jordan will close that in with... was that a triple at the start?
Triple at the start, yeah. 3 kills with the AK. That was nice. Very nice.
Enough. I'm here for it.
Thanks for the time I needed to talk. These guys. Yep.
Well, tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery indeed.
Yeah. It's just one of those games, isn't it, Reaper?
It is. It really is. I mean, let's be real. Between this game and Tarkov, that's all I've experienced for the last week or 2 is cheers, so it makes sense. That's why I predominantly play on Faceit now. If I do end up playing CS with people, and even then, it's honestly... not. Even then, it's not really 100%, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not foolproof, but it is that extra barrier of entry does kind of give you a bit more peace of mind that, you know, there's not going to be one every game or something like that. But yeah, clients aside, this is the most interesting stack I've ever seen out of both teams. Jordan will open the affair, and gets 2 out of the occasion. Instantly traded by Cryveng, who should have the info as one more player up towards. Oh, YTP turns at the wrong moment. The Galil will connect Kenzie. Impactful play right there. And now it's just Ultrex left to hold the site. Cryveng is rotating in through CT to back him up, but we'll wait to see where the bomb commits.
I really want a big comeback here. Genuinely.
Oh, Jiggle. They will hold behind the smoke, at least temporarily. Is there a flash being dialed up? I can feel it. It's coming through. Oh, Cryveng spots through the smoke, but Vexel insta-trade from the trace. Oh, no, there's no even traces. That's just a game sense play. Ultrix, though, they have no idea about his presence, and it's going to be such... Oh, okay, doesn't matter. The Negev Reaper, it has some impact. Let's go.
The instant teabag as well. Yeah, I that has happened to me so many times where I'll shoot a player and I'll be like, right, they're definitely dead. I've hit them 4 times or 5 times, and there's like 1 health left on it. Very, very nightmarish, to be completely honest with you, for YTP. Not what we're used to seeing, but it does happen on occasion. I think, yeah, Negev actually having an impact in the game. If you look at She's play style, okay, and like I've got an analysis for you. All right. Okay. I think what we're seeing is maybe 2 players that are very good at this game and 3 players that aren't, and there's a balancing act between it, right? Like,
okay,
the 2 players that go down, Ben and Jordan, they're the good players, and then we see the rest of the players not be good. You know what I mean? Like that right there.
It's a controversial statement for an impartial caster.
I mean, I'm an impartial person. I agree. Yeah, actually, do you know what? I take back everything I've said. Production, can we restart the stream?
Delete the VOD, delete the VOD.
Delete the VOD. Oh, God. Yeah. I've got a sense that production is just going to mute my microphone in a minute and be like, nah, we've heard enough from him today. I let him cook for 5 minutes, but it came out raw.
Well, looks like the artists have been going in raw for the majority of this half. It's going to be Cryveng with the scout, trying to dial up a play. Super aggression going on, and insta-punish from Vexel as well. It should be a lot of info to pass along to the rest of the artists, who will be rotating in accordingly.
I don't know what that was with the scout. I've seen some players that play with the scout and be like unbelievably good with it, but yeah, not for me on that push there. But then again, I think we're seeing meme tactics kind of come through here, to be honest with you. We've got, what, 2 orcs and a scout being picked up into this round by the artists.
Yep.
So I'm not really focusing too much on the tactics anymore. I'm just watching the gameplay.
You know what? That's what we're here for. Yeah. We're here for the game of CS2.
I love animated profile pictures as well. Sorry, I'm just
such a tangent.
I know. Sorry, I'm looking at look at his profile picture. I mean, it's animated. Sorry. Yeah. See, look at Jordan's profile picture. There is. It's animated. Sorry, I'm just saying it, and that's it now.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad we cleared up that mystery.
Apologies. Why would he do that?
Playing with his food.
Yeah, I get the punishment. I get it. End of the first half, though, mate. 9-2 being the current scoreline as things sit. It could be very quick game, mate, to be honest with you.
It's still better than my worst game on the open season so far.
What was your worst?
I think it was like... How many rounds is it? Half 12?
12, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 11-1, and then we didn't come back, but we made it respectable at like 13-6, 13-7.
That's not bad. Yeah, I rate that. It's good.
But yeah, Open is the Wild West, honestly. You get anywhere from like semi-professional teams that have disbanded and re-coming back into things to...
Oh, bro, we know this. Like... We covered Open for how long? Like 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Like, we've covered teams in Open that are shaky. We've covered teams in Open that are literally built and funded by professional teams as like feeder groups. You know what I mean? And you're like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I'm not sure which side of the dice we fall on that one.
no, yeah. I don't know. You're a pretty good player. You play good, and you've got coach in your name on Discord. You know.
Yeah, I did.
Aldrich said with a two-piece Ben and Beth and falling down is to try to rotate through in towards mid. It's still actually workable here. They could do bomb recovery because I don't think he saw bomb go down. At least down the stairs. Because otherwise the rat players onto it immediately. They're doing it now and it's very late late after spotting bomb getting dropped. But again, it's like a weird tactic maybe. Kenzie gets one.
Yeah, I think the noise from Jordan and Vexel took the distraction away, and Kenzie's actually got two of the back of it. Let's go, Kenzie.
Kenzie's
this is going to be an interesting round. Imaru with the AWP on the B site, hoping for a committal down towards B, although the bomb needs to be planted like right now.
Yeah, it has to be done. Right now. Click, please.
Lock it in. There we go.
Baby. And yeah, got it. Cool.
Post-plant situation. Imaru on the AWP, rotating in through connector. No real awareness of this play for the moment. And it seems as though he's circumvented the spot from Kenzie. So should be able to catch these players off guard. Might even, if the trigger discipline is there, be able to catch both players.
Sneak through. Have to get between the line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no trigger discipline. Spots the other player.
What? Communication is not there, but Vexel turns around in
Vexel's just inspecting.
Get turned on. Oh my God. You know what? Sometimes you've just got to admire that German construction of the building.
Yep, I agree. 100%. Vexel is like, you know what? That architecture looks really good, mind. Like, for real. Oh, 10-2. It's actually not, it's 8:30, but like 10-2 is the scoreline. And we're switching over into the second half immediately. This is something I do like about CS2, by the way. And I've said this in a number of casts now, and I keep boring myself by saying it every single time. But the fact that we don't have like a 10-15 minute window in between games where we go like, we done first start. What is going on?
You don't want to know.
Disagreements in spawn. Don't worry about the top. The top will switch over at any second. There you go. It switches automatically.
Oh, okay. Vexel hits a shot. A couple more to find, but Imaru will instantly trade.
It's that low HP.
Swinging. Ben trying to convert a few more. Gets one, and Beth in there for the trade. So this is looking like a convergence for the CT side. Doc trying to fight their way out of it. Finds the first. Will find the second. The third up in heaven, but just one more bullet will finish the job. Jordan dropping down, and well, the info's there, but who's going to connect the bullets? Who's going to connect the dots? Jordan, he spots him out first, but can't quite land it. And should be a very awkward fight, but Doc will clean it up in the end. 11-2 and a 3K from the final T side player.
I think Jordan thought he was playing Far Cry then for a second with that movement. He's bounced all over the place. I know it's coming up to Easter and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to cosplay as a bunny in CS. Okay, that was a terrible throwout. That
was. You know what? I respect the attempt.
Yeah, it was a good one. It's been a while since I've done something like that. Actually, no, it's not. It was literally the last cast that we did. Never mind. 11-2. Can you see a comeback coming through?
I
have to ask the question. I can't not ask the question.
I see a comeback from the point of view of if you think the artists will win. There's a sort of not real comeback.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've sat through 9 hours of training today, and that was the one thing that confused me right there. We were talking about fourth dimensions of service management, and the sentence you just said is literally the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
You know what? It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
You know what? Sub me in, coach. I want to play the games. I don't want to cast anymore.
Get your sleeve on.
Ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Get your sleeve on, mate. You'll be fine. For context, that is obviously a fake. It's like a bit of wood, basically, in it with the springs and stuff.
Wood.
Yeah. For context. Yeah. Nice one, Jammer.
Look, I was hearing conflicting messages at the start of cast from production, so I'm going to hold my hands up and say, definitely not my fault.
You can pass the buck. Why don't you? You know what I mean? I do it on a daily basis in work. It's great. Anyway, moving swiftly forward before we get cancelled. 3v3. I'm
passing the buck of the trades.
Ooh, Ben.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
1-for-1 trade. I'm okay with that. He's got most of his HP left. Can't say the same for Jordan.
No, you can't. But I think Ben staying down on B is honestly a fine play in of itself. Bomb is staying in connector for now. And yeah, I think they are going to rotate down to B, which is a pretty readable play, but I don't like this at all. Okay, gets the first off guard. Ultrex, with the pre-fire. Ben runs out of bullets. He needs to run back. Buy some time, sits in the smoke. Okay, well, Ultrex just fade away with the MP5, and that is an interesting way to end a round.
Mate, big from Ben, though, and I back you on that as well. So I think it's a very good play from him to sit there and just be like, okay, they've killed someone up towards A. We've seen Bomb come towards A, but these guys have been, been doing tomfoolery stuff for the last 40 minutes. You know what I mean? Let me sit here at B because I think they might rotate back down towards me. So yeah, I back that from Ben. In fairness, it was a very good play from him. Match point, mate.
Yes, indeed. 12-2 is where we sit right now. P90 being bought for it's definitely not the first time this game.
No.
But yeah, I think it's the first time in the hands of the artists. We'll see. Are you a fan of the MMR 12 kind of configuration we've got right now?
I am, because it's shorter games, and it's shorter games in the sense of like it's a double-edged sword, right? On one side of it, I'm like, I enjoy it because it means that if I'm on a really good streak and I'm, we're plowing through those rounds, I don't have to go for an hour and a half to win. You know what I mean? Or up to an hour and a half. But then if I'm having a really bad game and I'm like, we're getting battered, I've got no way of recovery, and it's kind of like, it's rough on both sides kind of thing. But I do enjoy it for casting at least anyway, because it does mean that we get to see players really like put out a lot of good talent. I'm going to let this round play.
Well, YCP trying to clean up the mess on aisle 3, but Ben converts 2 and makes things somewhat viable. Bomb is down on towards the A site, and they will have no idea. Amaru should be able to catch one off guard, and that will be Bethan, so it's Ben to clean up. It will have to be the ace clutch to close out this, round. Otherwise, it's the end of the map, and you can see the full committal from the artist to try and fake out the fact that it's A, and even though he spots out Ultrix in towards heaven, I think this is a done deal at this point. They just need to wait out the game. And I mean, there's players already leaving, which is a little bit toxic, but you know what? They're going to win regardless. Ultrix is literally just AFK in heaven. And I don't know what Ben was looking for.
Neither do I.
GG, though.
GG's indeed. I got a weird shout out for you from production. Okay. Jam has had more rifles in this game than Bethan. Which is a hell of a shout out right there, to be completely truthful with you. Yeah,
sub me in, coach.
Sub me in. Yeah, I mean, well, in the artists, we've seen them perform like this for the last couple of seasons now with Welsh Esports League, and I'm imagine it's going to continue to progress in that fashion for some time. Good job to them. Don't be disheartened. There's plenty more games out there for you to pick up a win on. Minecraft is a very good game, and I'm joking, by the way. I
knew the double entendre, but I didn't think you were going to commit to it. Yeah.
What can I say? I'm that guy. Yeah, moving on forward at least anyway. Next week is the 31st. Yeah, week today is the 31st. Yeah. So next week we could have potentially 2 games on: the winner from Group A and the versus the winner from Group B, and Group B winner versus Group A runner. Group A winner versus Group B runner-up, Group B winner versus Group A runner-up, and then we move on the week after then to the semi-finals, which is winner 1 and winner 2 for the overall winner overall. That makes sense in my head, but yes. So next week, 7 p.m. we'll have the first game on. Hopefully, it's going to be a best of 3 as well, also. So that'll be interesting. Jammer might be, competing in professional esports at that point, so it might just be me and someone else. If not, it'll be me and Jammer potentially back with you. Anything to close off with yourself, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be back with Esports Wales, obviously, and like to just kind of bring things down to a serious level. Like, if you were the players on She, I wouldn't necessarily be too disheartened with that. Like,
no, not at all.
there were definitely some kind of bright sparks that we can see from there in terms of like players and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely, it was an interesting game, but it's always good to hop on an Esports Wales cast and just have a good time.
Exactly. EsportsWales, of course, you can get involved by jumping into the Discord. If you scroll down on your Twitch page to the bottom, you should see a big old button with a dragon on the left-hand side of it called Discord. Click that. You'll join the Discord channel, or Discord server, I should say. You can get involved within esports or esports in Wales in general. I was going to say South Wales. I have no idea why. But anyway, it's because I'm from South Wales, and it's the best part. But yes, you can get involved in gaming within Wales itself. Definitely take part in all the different bits and pieces they've got going on. The Discord is mad. It's great. It's fantastic. There's a lot of different sections in there about different things. There's stuff about industry. You can talk to people like me, Jammer, if you wanted to ask questions about casting and whatever you want to do. You can speak to guys who are interested in League of Legends, and other games like that, and just get involved in stuff and have fun. It's a grassroots esports community, and it's definitely 10 out of 10 recommendation. Me and Jammer have been working with them for too long now at this point to be completely truthful with each other. But the reason why we keep coming back is because it's a good vibe here and it's a very enjoyable place. So definitely get involved with Esports Wales. Thank you to the production guys and our observer, of course, as well. Arch, much appreciated for the wonderful production, and Judas for the observing. And we'll probably see you next week. I'll stop talking. See you guys.